DIY dice. That's right, fuzzy dice have been a big craze, but either they are very expensive or they're hard to find. So this is one of the OSP fuzzy dice. This is one of the originals, but they're hard to find, and I just have a problem with just the dice shape. Like, I know that they eat them. I've caught some fish on them, but I've caught a ton of fish on regular soft plastic. So we're going to take a small regular soft plastic. This is a Missile Baits Micro D-Bomb. We've got different colors to choose from. And then you have, all you need is one of these threaders, these little threader pieces, just like this right here. And then you need some various skirt strands, just like these. And you can use whatever colors. That's the cool part to me, is that you can take a green pumpkin and put green pumpkin skirt material in there, like I already did with this one right here. Or you can take some accent colors, like some shad colors. But we're gonna take one of these Goby bites and just kind of give you a quick little tutorial on how to do it. It's super simple. I've done it a handful of times, so there's a couple little tips I'm gonna give you on making sure that you do it properly and that the skirt strands don't come off all crooked like. So the first thing you wanna do is have your threader and have the bait that you're gonna dice up. Like that, dice up. Then we're gonna have the fuzzy dice right here, kind of as a reference. So what they have is they have 4 strands going through basically each side. So that, that's a lot of little strands going through there. And these are regular skirt strands as well. Some people put 2 or more strands when they thread them through. I just like going with 1. We'll go with 1 and kind of show you what we're gonna do. So we'll get started here. And I'm gonna go with the Micro D-Bomb. You can see that there's little rings, and when you go through, you want to make sure that you go in and out of the same ring, or it's going to look crooked. So there you go. You just go through there enough to where you can let that little threader open up. Then I'm gonna start with the green pumpkin. Get me 1 green pumpkin. And all I'm gonna do is put it through there. And I'm not gonna go all the way through. I'm just gonna do it, with like an inch or so skirt material. You can wet it, but you don't really have to. Then I'm gonna pull that. And once you get that skirt strand through, you can pull it as long as you want it. There you go, it's kind of halfway through. There's the first strand right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that 2 more times down the side, kind of evenly spaced out. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go 4 rings down. And I'm gonna make sure, like I said, I'm gonna make sure that I go through. Oh, nope, didn't do it. That's why you gotta make sure that you do it straight, or they won't come out right. There we go. Went down 4 rings. Now we'll just do another single strand. You can do fine cut skirt material, or you can do the regular skirt material. Either one will work just fine. So I'm gonna pull that. I like to get them all done and then trim them later. So I can trim, as much as I want or as little as I want. So we got 2 right there, and I'm gonna do 1 more down the sides. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, this is a little bit tedious for sure, but when you do this, you can customize it, make it exactly how you want it. and I'm a believer that there will be times that they will probably eat the dice things better, and there'll probably be times when they eat, you know, a regular bait without all the fuzz on it, maybe a little bit better. But the smallmouth definitely seemed to like the fuzziness of the dice. But I just like taking these regular shapes, you know, regular conventional good looking shapes on their own and then dicing them up. I just think that if you take, you know, the dice without the fuzz on it, you're not gonna catch hardly anything on it. So I wanna take a good shape, and then we're gonna dice that up. So there's 3 green pumpkins on there to start with, and now I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go long ways, and I wanna do some other colors. I've got this kind of shad looking color that has a purple hue to it, and there's a purple hue to the belly of this goby bite, so I'm gonna kind of add on to that. So that's what I'm gonna go for next. All right, so there we go. There's the full strands of the, I just did 7 strands. I did 3 on the green pumpkin going sideways, and I did 4 of the shad kind of colors. And now I could either leave it fully bushed like that, or I can trim it up a little bit, but I'm gonna trim it up. And you can see from the fuzzy dice, you know, it's kind of, you know, shorter. So I'm gonna trim them up a little bit. We'll get it right there. Roll it over. Trim it on that side. You don't have to make it perfect, you know. Nothing's perfect in nature, so just get it kind of fuzzy, and then look at that. It's kind of a mixed colored, fuzzy micro D-bomb. So DIY dice. Take that bad boy, hook it on a drop shot, and hold on. You can't tell me that right there is not gonna just get totally bit, just like that thing is. So there it is right there, DIY micro D-bomb, DIY dice, if you will, on a little bit better pattern. So that's pretty cool. Anybody has any other ideas, anything that they've already diced up, drop it down there in the comments. We'd like to hear what you got. Maybe you've diced up some bigger baits, diced up maybe one of those Bomba 3.5s. You can dice up definitely some bigger baits, show people what that looks like. I'm gonna experiment with this this off season, and no telling what kind of dicey baits you'll see on my rods here coming next year.